Hello viewers, as you are already aware that we do in-depth research on the important issues happening around the world. Therefore, to continue with our in-depth reports and to enhance your information and knowledge, we have some important analysis on the Trump's future. So friends, welcome to a story that's not just about politics, it's about the soul of America and its place in a rapidly changing world. Today, we're decoding the future of Donald Trump's presidency. A saga that's gripping the nation and sending shockwaves across the globe. We are not only talking about the riots against Trump happening in Los Angeles, but we are talking from policies that are tearing at the fabric of our communities to a jaw-dropping feud with his one-time ally Elon Musk. This is a drama packed with betrayal, power struggles, and the looming shadow of impeachment. Why should you care? Because the decisions being made right now will shape your life, your wallet, and America's future for decades. So, friends, grab a coffee, hit that like button, and stay with us until the end. You won't believe where this roller coaster is headed. Let's set the stage. Donald Trump's return to the White House in 2025 isn't just a comeback, it's a seismic event that's rewriting the rules of American governance. His policies are sparking protests in the streets, alienating allies abroad, and even turning lifelong Republicans against him. The economy is teetering, with experts warning of a recession by late 2025. And then there's Elon Musk, the billionaire who bankrolled Trump's victory only to become his fiercest critic, threatening to unravel everything. Impeachment is no longer a whisper, it's a growing chorus. And history might just repeat itself. Friends, this isn't just another YouTube video. It's a front row seat to a defining moment in history. Stick around, because we're breaking it all down with facts, examples, and a forecast that'll leave you thinking. Let's dive into how Trump's policies are hitting America where it hurts. Friends, the domestic fallout is real, and it's messy. Start with the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, a brainchild of Trump and Musk that promised to slash $1 trillion from the federal budget. Sounds bold, right? But here's the reality. DOGE fired 1,378 federal workers from one department alone, disrupting everything from Social Security processing to veterans services. In states like Virginia, D.C., and Maryland, local economies are hemorrhaging millions, $150 million in Virginia alone, according to a 2025 economic report. Small businesses near federal offices are closing, and communities are reeling. A federal judge in Massachusetts stepped in, ruling these layoffs violated the separation of powers, calling DOGE's approach reckless overreach. Friends, this isn't efficiency, it's chaos. Then there's the One Big Beautiful Bill, Trump's flagship legislation that squeaked through the House by a single vote. Nonpartisan analysts at the Congressional Budget Office estimate it'll balloon the national deficit by $2.4 trillion to $5 trillion over a decade. That's money American kids will be paying back. Friends, the bill also axed a $7,500 tax credit for electric vehicle buyers, a move that's tanked sales for companies like Tesla and sparked outrage among green energy advocates. Gas prices, already climbing due to global tensions, hit $4.20 a gallon in some states, pinching working families. Education and healthcare are taking hits too. Trump's administration halted federal grants for public schools, slashing $10 billion in funding for low-income districts. In Chicago, 15 schools face closure, leaving 12,000 students in limbo. According to local reports, healthcare's no better. Medicaid cuts have left 3 million Americans at risk of losing coverage, per a 2025 Kaiser Family Foundation study. Protesters are flooding the streets, holding signs that read, "No one voted for Elon Musk," furious at the unelected billionaire's influence over these cuts. Socially, Trump's pardons for January 6 insurrectionists, reportedly pushed by Musk, have reopened old wounds. Over 100 pardons were issued, with Trump calling the rioters patriots. This has fueled distrust, with 62% of Americans in a June 2025 Gallup poll saying it undermines justice. Friends, these moves aren't just policy, they're tearing at the social fabric of our nation. Now, let's zoom out, friends, and look at how Trump's actions are shaking America's standing on the world stage. His America First doctrine, turbocharged by massive tariffs, is backfiring. A 25% tariff on imports from China, Canada, and Mexico has driven up costs for American consumers. Think $200 more for a washing machine, according to the Consumer Price Index. Elon Musk himself warned on X that these tariffs could trigger a recession by late 2025, projecting a 2% GDP drop. A tense call with China's Xi Jinping in May 2025 led to a 90-day tariff reduction. But the underlying trade war is far from over. Canada's retaliatory tariffs on U.S. dairy and lumber are hitting farmers in Wisconsin and Maine hard, with dairy exports down 30% since January. Trump's foreign policy is isolating America further, canceling $5 billion in international aid through the U.S. Agency for International Development has left allies like Jordan and Colombia scrambling, while China ramps up its Belt and Road investments. NATO allies are livid after Trump hinted at pulling U.S. troops from Europe, with Germany's chancellor calling it a betrayal of shared values in a June 2025 speech. The withdrawal from climate agreements has also drawn ire. France and India issued a joint statement condemning the U.S. for abandoning global responsibility. Friends, America's influence is shrinking, and our rivals are filling the gap. Musk's own global antics aren't helping. His public support for far-right parties like Germany's Alternative for Germany and France's National Rally has sparked diplomatic protests. In April 2025, Germany's foreign minister accused Musk of meddling in our elections, a charge echoed by Canada after Musk's ex-posts boosted anti-Trudeau campaigns. This is making Trump's administration look like a loose cannon on the world stage. Friends, let's rewind to understand how Elon Musk became the architect of Trump's 2024 victory. Musk, the world's richest man, worth $400 billion in 2024, didn't just support Trump, he bankrolled him. His America PAC dumped $250 million into the campaign, funding 2 million door-knocks in swing states like Pennsylvania and Georgia. On X, Musk's platform, pro-Trump posts reached 1.2 billion views, dwarfing Biden's campaign reach. Election data shows Trump won 312 electoral votes to Biden's 226, with Musk's efforts flipping key states like Arizona and Wisconsin. Without Musk, friends, Trump might still be golfing at Mar-a-Lago. Post-election, Musk's influence skyrocketed. Appointed to lead Doge, he was given unprecedented power for an unelected figure. He demanded federal workers submit weekly impact reports or face termination, a move that led to 10,000 resignations by March 2025, per the Office of Personnel Management. Musk was a fixture at Trump's side, attending cabinet meetings and even advising on pardons. His MAGA hat became a symbol of his clout, but friends, this bromance was doomed to crash. Now, friends, let's get to the juicy part, the Trump-Musk face-off. What started as a partnership for the ages has turned into a public brawl that's rocking Washington and Wall Street. The breaking point was Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill. Musk, who left Doge in May 2025 after his 130-day term limit, called it a fiscal disaster on X, blasting its $5 trillion deficit impact and the EV tax credit cut that cost Tesla $1.8 billion in projected sales. In a 48-hour X storm, Musk posted 87 times, including one viral meme showing Trump as a deficit clown. He even retweeted a call for Trump's impeachment, shocking the GOP base. Trump didn't hold back. In a fiery Oval Office press conference on June 3, 2025, he called Musk a disloyal loser and mocked a black eye Musk sported after a reported accident. Trump threatened to cancel $22.5 billion in federal contracts with SpaceX and Tesla, including a $10 billion NASA deal for SpaceX's Dragon spacecraft. Musk fired back, tweeting, "If Trump kills Dragon, he kills America's space program." He briefly threatened to decommission the spacecraft but retracted after NASA warned it would strand U.S. astronauts. The feud got ugly fast. Musk dropped a bombshell, claiming on X that Trump's name appeared in unreleased Jeffrey Epstein files, prompting House Democrats to demand an investigation. Trump retaliated, calling Musk a ketamine-addicted egomaniac and hinting at revoking his security clearance. Steve Bannon upped the ante, suggesting on his podcast that Musk, a South African-born citizen, should be deported. The public is eating it up. X polls show 55% of users side with Musk, while 40% back Trump. The economic fallout is brutal. Tesla's stock crashed 14% in a week, losing $150 billion in market value, as investors fear Musk's distractions and the EV credit loss. Truth Social, Trump's media venture, dropped 8%, with analysts citing political instability as a factor. Republicans are panicking about the 2026 midterms, with Musk hinting he might fund a third party or back anti-Trump GOP challengers. Friends, this isn't just a feud, it's a political earthquake. So, friends, could Trump face impeachment? Let's break it down. The Constitution allows the House to impeach a president for high crimes and misdemeanors with a simple majority, 218 votes. The Senate then needs 67 votes to convict and remove. Trump's been here before, impeached in 2019 for Ukraine pressure and in 2021 for January 6, but acquitted both times by a GOP Senate. Today, with a 51-49 GOP Senate majority and a razor-thin House edge, Democrats need 15 to 20 Republican defectors to make it stick. What could trigger it? Musk's Epstein file claims, if substantiated, could lead to articles of impeachment for abuse of power or obstruction. DOJ's unconstitutional layoffs, as ruled by the Massachusetts judge, offer another angle. Economic mismanagement, tariffs causing a projected 2% GDP drop, could fuel public demand for accountability. A June 2025 Pew Research poll shows 58% of Americans support an impeachment inquiry, up from 45% in January. Historically, impeachment is a political lightning rod. Bill Clinton's 1998 impeachment over perjury galvanized his base, while Nixon resigned in 1974 facing certain conviction. Trump's base, 30% of the electorate per Gallup, remains unshakable, but moderates are wavering. If Musk funds anti-Trump campaigns, he could shift the 2026 midterms, giving Democrats a House majority to push impeachment. Friends, here's our bold prediction. It wouldn't be a great surprise if Trump becomes the first president impeached 3 times in U.S. history. The ingredients are there: economic turmoil, a fractured GOP, and Musk's betrayal. The May 2025 jobs report showed 150,000 new jobs but a rise in unemployment to 4.1%, with 247,000 jobless claims in late May. If Musk's recession forecast hits, with inflation projected to climb to 3.5% by December 2025, public anger could force GOP moderates to jump ship. Musk's X platform is amplifying anti-Trump sentiment, with hashtag Impeached Trump trending at 1.5 million posts in June 2025. If he backs a third party or funds GOP primaries, as he did against Liz Cheney in 2022, the House could flip in 2026, giving Democrats the votes to impeach. Senate conviction is tougher. 67 votes require 16 GOP defections, unlikely unless evidence like Epstein files emerges. But here's the flip side, friends. Trump's base is a firewall. His 90% approval among Republicans, Gallup, June 2025, means GOP senators risk their careers voting to convict. House Speaker Mike Johnson is pushing reconciliation, urging Trump to mend fences with Musk. If they patch things up, impeachment talks could fizzle. Still, the volatility of Trump's leadership makes a third impeachment a plausible chapter in his chaotic legacy. Friends, we've unpacked a saga that's bigger than any reality TV show. Trump's policies are straining America's economy, alienating allies, and dividing communities. His feud with Musk is a betrayal that's rocking the GOP and Wall Street. Impeachment, once a distant threat, is now a real possibility, and we won't be shocked if it happens. This is history in the making, friends, and you're watching it unfold. What do you think? Will Trump weather this storm, or is his presidency on borrowed time? Drop your predictions in the comments, hit that subscribe button, and share this video with your crew. Let's keep the conversation going, friends, because as we predict, the future of Donald Trump is in vain, and that's going to be the first instance in the American history. But believe us, friends, nothing is impossible now in this new world, which is going ultra-changing very speedily in this dynamic 21st century. Our thoughtful viewers, we work hard to bring important issues and topics in crisp and time-saving manner before you. So please like, share, and subscribe and motivate our team, and also comment your views on this important topic. Please visit our website VOPGLOBAL.org and raise your voice. Also associate with us by downloading your volunteer press card available on our website and share your views and news. Team Digital Media, America's Voice of the People International.